know the Allegheny and the Monongahela. We are here at Pittsburgh's Acrisure Stadium. Tonight, it's the second of our Monday night doubleheader, as it'll be the Baltimore Ravens taking on the Pittsburgh Steelers. It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25.
First down, nothing opening up really on the running play. Give him maybe a yard, and it'll be second down.
You look at this Steeler defense.
Against the pass, they're toward the middle of the league, number 15 in the NFL.
And for all the routes to keep an eye on in this one, they've got to find a way to take away the crossing routes. Those are the ones that when a receiver catches it on the run, those can really hurt a defense.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Play action. It's Jackson.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now brings up 3rd down.
No surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9.
Well, just a little too lackadaisical, Charles, and they didn't get up and snap the ball in time. Delay of game.
Yeah, and I'm not sure if he understood where the clock was located. In different stadiums, it's in different places. You have to check that in pregame and make sure you're aware so you don't run into penalties like these.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, 3 and out to start the game would have been a real disappointment. So this is a nice job of finding something you think will work and executing it. And they're able to keep this opening drive going.
Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now Jackson on first down. No one there to help out downfield, but no problem. Scrambling for 22 and a first.
This guy's proven himself to be one of the best in the NFL. He brings an added dimension to their offense with his ability to read defenses and know when he's able to pull it down and take off and go.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. To throw is Jackson. Out to his left. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
Partner, there's a downside to everything, and the danger of man coverage is if you're locking down your target, you often turn your back to the quarterback and you don't see him. Sometimes you open up a big lane for him to hit you for big yardage, and that was an astute play by him to scramble out, see that lane, and burn them for a first down.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense has other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. From the gun, Jackson.
And that is incomplete.
That's a big force incompletion there to bring up 3rd and long. And this defense can still salvage a little momentum by forcing them to kick a field goal. Because just a few plays ago, it looked like they were headed towards the end zone.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Jackson from the shotgun. And that is incomplete.
Give them credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talked about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
The kick by Bass is good.
And the Ravens strike first at 3-0. So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points.
Here we go. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10.
They'll start this drive out on the ground.
Now he's loose at the 40. And he's going to be out of bounds inside the 25-yard line.
A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 51 yards on the ground. Well, welcome to the party. First carry of the game. How about that?
And just think, as far as he's concerned, he's just getting warmed up.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Right back to him on 1st down.
He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4. 2nd down. The Steelers at 1-1 through 2 games thus far. It's not a start that's going to set the world on fire, but they've been pretty solid nonetheless.
And the first thing that crosses my mind, it certainly beats the alternative of starting 0-2. I do think that this is a team that's going to take a little time to find its footing. Hard to navigate the always tough NFL.
On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line.
62 yards rushing for him now as he has gotten the night off to a hot start.
You were telling me this yesterday. It's exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation we were talking about with one of the GMs in the league that's told me repeatedly, it's a big man's game. And it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Well, they've had success on the ground on this drive, and that makes a defense more likely to overcommit to stop the run as they did on that play. But keep in mind, it makes them susceptible to play-action passes as well.
So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. So that'll be no better than an incompletion. And it's going to be third down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Let's go.
So here's a 3rd and 14.
Ready.
Looking to throw. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Call it a loss of 4 there on the sack. And speaking of the number 4, it brings up 4th down now.
Justin Tucker on for the field goal. A 38-yard attempt.
Tucker's kick is good. And that will tie us at 3-3. So matching field goals on our opening 2 drives.
Yeah, it feels like 2 boxers feeling each other out here in the early going of the game, right? Exchanging some jabs, but none of the heavy stuff just yet.
Each team with a possession, each team with a field goal as the kick is away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw. It's knocked away and incomplete.
I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Now it's Jackson.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Clark Phillips has got it.
And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. Justin Tucker for the extra point. And it is up. And it's good. That'll make our score 10-3 now. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Now it's Jackson. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. They overload him that time with a safety blitz, and he winds up being dropped for a loss of 7.
Not the start to this one that any quarterback would want or envision. Remember, he had the pick 6, and here he ends up on his backside.
And you have to wonder to yourself, okay, after throwing the pick 6,
Did he get too careful with the football and not deliver downfield and take that sack? They've got to make sure that he...
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked up by Cameron Curl.
I think this is what long-term starters in the NFL separate themselves from the rest of the pack, because there's still 3 full quarters left in this one. More than enough time to move past a pair of early mistakes and find a way to lead your team to a win. Mental resiliency, a characteristic every NFL team's looking for in their quarterback.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Ready?
And here's a handoff out of the gun. In on the stop, the former Georgia Bulldog, Roquan Smith. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. So the hand got inside the face mask that time. Looked like a pretty easy call.
And it was, and we saw this in their loss last week. Penalties at inopportune times that led to their demise.
So the face mask moves him closer, and now 1st and goal. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. They'll manage to break a tackle and get this forward for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
If you're going to keep these guys out of the end zone, you've got to be able to commit to stopping the run. And that's a nice job there, getting the safeties involved in run support.
They go option right on 2nd and goal. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. It's their quarterback. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Steelers have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. And maybe that was just a case of completely overlooking the guy holding the football.
It certainly felt like it, didn't it? Because on my checklist, okay, as a defender,
QB's last.
running back, fullback, heck, jet sweeps nowadays. Before you even get to thinking about the quarterback might actually keep it.
We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. On 2nd down, here's Jackson. His throw incomplete.
Help me out a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson. That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big one there on 3rd down. They hit for 30 yards.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career. Now 2nd and 3.
Throwing is Jackson. Pass incomplete.
I would say it might be a good idea for him to reintroduce himself to his receivers at the half because they're definitely on different wavelengths. But I also don't advocate waiting that long. Next series, before you get out there, hey, let's get together, guys. Let's get this thing moving.
Jackson looking to throw on third. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss of 11 on third down.
Blake Gillikin on the punt now on fourth down.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
Man, confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry.
To the 43, second down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Now a 2nd and 6.
On the RPO, that's complete right side.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Ready up. Here's 3rd and 3.
Ready. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 43. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 43.
12, 10. Ultra. Go ultra. Cut, cut.
They'll set up a throw. They'll let this go for the end zone. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Here we go.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
Watch out now. 50 Fury. Blue check. Set cut.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
On the ready.
The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down.
Blaster. 6. 6. Mega.
Blitz forthcoming as he'll look to throw.
And that is too far out in front. He couldn't haul it in. Incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense because they've been showing their best coverages on third down. So far, only allowed one conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. And that will extend their lead even further.
So 3 points there, and they continue to build this first half lead.
Yeah, every little bit helps. And the more that you can put together drives and start controlling the tempo, controlling possession, finishing with points, the better off you're going to be.
And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, had he opted for the touchback.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone.
Excellent job pushing through tacklers that time to pick up 6.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Check smash. Check smash. Ready.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. Oh, and that is well read defensively. A great job of setting the edge, and that little touch pass is going to turn into a loss.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And Pittsburgh with 6 defensive backs in the game here on 3rd down. Jackson. Looking deep downfield. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now, that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
A 46-yard punt, 4-yard return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10.
Let's go now. Red, cycle. Ready, ready.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. That throw right sideline is complete.
And he's going to be shoved out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 59 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, only they were all this easy because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. A great play there. With his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year.
And the Steelers are able to add on to their first half lead.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And the route is on here in this first half. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. He might take this all the way. He will take this all the way. Touchdown, the Ravens.
That was a special return, and it happened because he's a special returner. He has to have that approval from his special teams coach's head coach to bring it out of the end zone.
But let's be honest, a lot of times where they bring it out of the end zone like he did there, they don't have approval. I mean, I think a lot of times they do, but correct me if I'm wrong. Sometimes it's just a guy getting a feel, right?
You're exactly right. What's the old adage? Sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules. And if you do, you're taking on some responsibility. But he was happy to do so there.
And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Okay, ready?
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And now consider the lead. The question is, how much is good enough? Are you going for more?
It's the NFL. There's never enough, I believe, because they get reeled in all the time when you sit on the ball. I think that they will try and move the ball downfield and try and squeeze a few more points out of this first half. They'll be careful. They'll be a little bit cautious at times, but also they will attack downfield and try and get position for at least 3 points.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Well, partner, they've been running it well the entire game, and the big guys up front, they're a huge reason why. And now they're reaping the benefits as they continue to open up big holes and gain nice yardage.
3rd down and 6.
Green Jack. Zoom black. Ready?
He'll drop to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Escaping the pressure right. Escaping a tackler at the 25. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
Ready.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
White. Set.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. A great effort there as the first half is winding down.
And the Steelers would extend their lead here just before halftime.
Tucker with the extra point, and a rout is on here in this first half.
34, Ravens 10. Justin Tucker set to kick off.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together.
And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson.
He's got his man downfield. That's Bateman.
And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break.
Ravens 10.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the third quarter.
And the fair catch signaled for and taken, so they'll begin this third quarter from their 25-yard line.
Here we go, set. Trouble, 38. Ready.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustment, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But it looks like they're ready to go.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Ball at the 24 and a second and 11.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Okay,
the Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on third.
Black Ultra. Black shot. Set cut.
They'll look to throw here.
And that's going to wind up incomplete. Nearly their first pick of the game, but it does bring up fourth down.
The Steelers send out their punter now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the third. That'll go for only 17 yards on the punt. And the Ravens set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already. They'll throw on first down with Jackson. Forced out to his left. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down. And now they're in the hurry-up.
He's brought down at the 42-yard line. A gain of 2.
Now Jackson on second down. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. Third down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. On third down, Jackson.
And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. Picked up by Christian Gonzalez. And the Steelers are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50.
Intercepted. The Steelers take over first and 10 at the 50-yard line.
On the set.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up first and 10 right at the 50-yard line. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry.
And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. 92 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level, because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
Ready.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times. And what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
Drill 52. Ready. Drill green. Ready?
Here's 2nd and 8. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. It'll be a loss of only a couple on the sack, but now it'll bring up 3rd down.
Smack, red.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by, look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And this is going to be brought back for a Baltimore touchdown. So hold the phone here, Charles. I've kind of written them off, but after that touchdown, certainly a long way still to go, but stranger things have happened.
Well, when you're going to have big second-half comebacks, plays like that have to be involved.
And now the Ravens calling the offense onto the field here as they're going to go for 2. After the fumble recovery, it's Jackson. And he'll find his way in for 2. And we're back to a 2-score game. The lead's cut to 16. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score.
And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They're right back out there after watching the fumble go the other way. Still in control of this game, but that needs to serve as a wake-up call because they're not in the clear yet.
No, the message should be clear that fortunes can change pretty quickly when you turn the ball over. You've got to take care of it, otherwise that lead could slip away quickly.
And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. Right back to him on first down.
Takes it to about the 37.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
So from the 37, here's a 2nd and 8. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he'll get about 3 out of that up to the 39-yard line.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
Third and 5.
Now with the play clock down to 2, we're going to get a timeout here. And that's going to leave them with just 1 timeout remaining still in the 3rd quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt them. We'll be back.
Here we go. Ready?
Taking it right down Broadway. Inside the 10. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Their mobile quarterback. 61 yards. As his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And that pushes the lead up to 23. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
You ain't doing nothing today.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
They go play action now. Jackson. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Down the sideline he goes. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. And Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick 6.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. And as confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
Tucker with the extra point, and the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Here's 2nd and 7. Another run here with Dobbins. And he'll be brought down in what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Pittsburgh. It's the Ravens with possession of the football, but trailing on the big board as we get set for the 4th. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
And when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. 52 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
A gain of 13 yards.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. And now Jackson will look to throw it. This throw taken in by Isaiah Likely. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 10 more there and another first down. And with this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a first down.
Well, we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants his lead to stay right where it is.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
Off the play fake to Dobbins, here's Jackson. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Out of the huddle now for play number 9 on this drive. This is 3rd down and 8. And Bateman, he'll go in motion right here. Now it's Jackson. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence.
They'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson, an 18-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit.
Nothing like understanding where your escape hatches are as a quarterback. Here he's looking, but he knows he doesn't want to force anything. So when nothing avails itself, he slips past the rushers, takes it right up the middle, and takes it into the end zone.
Tyler Bass set to kick off.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Let's go now.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Well, the win for them at this point seems pretty assured. I mean, still a decent amount of time left here in the fourth quarter, Charles, but you got the football, you're up 3 scores. They have to be feeling really good about where they're at.
I love your observation skills, partner, because I think you saw them charge onto the field, fired up about another chance to get into the end zone. Looks to me like this group is ready to crush any hope left on the opposing sideline, and they want to do it with some gusto, too.
And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Ready.
A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. Well, fourth quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they will stop him short. They get him to the ground at the 27, no first down.
4-yard gain. It's 4th down.
10 cycles. 52 blaster.
They get this out quickly to the left side. And he'll be brought down very close to the spot he needed. And it's going to wind up being enough. Maybe by less than a football, but a conversion nonetheless on 4th and 3.
Here we go.
So this offense able to convert on 4th. And now a fresh set of downs here. 1st and 10.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
At the 26-yard line.
Ready?
He'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Now Tucker to add the PAT. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
The score, Steelers 55, Ravens 24.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Jackson's throw is on target to Likely.
And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. Jackson now. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Jackson. Throwing left side, it's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down.
Complete to Likely.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. To throw is Jackson. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And he's brought down at the 19 after a gain of 19. First down in the red zone.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Here's Jackson to throw. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And the lead is down to 24.
Ravens 31.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Let's go.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
Now they are really in the driver's seat here, enjoying this lead late in the 4th quarter. The defense does have all 3 timeouts, but at this point, doesn't look like it's going to matter much.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. They'll keep it on the ground. Booth. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play.
Brings up 3rd down and 5.
Set, hut, switch, yellow. Hut, hut.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in, and he's just got to throw this one away.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. It's taken to the 26. They'll call it a punt of 44 yards. The return was for 7. And the Ravens, they'll take over.
33-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson.
And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Jackson.
He'll swing this out to Dobbins.
And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe.
And now here is another interception.
Clark Phillips has got it. And the Steelers will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 45-yard line.
Here we go, here we go. Hut.
The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee.
Well, partner, under the lights in prime time, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points.